Gary Robertson with the Associated Press joins us to talk about all the other aspects of the voter ID bill. Gary, first of all, are any other provisions getting any sort of traction as compared to the voter ID provision?
Well, it's certainly the voter ID one is obviously the highest profile one, but there's some others that are particularly interesting, and I think probably could, if they were separated, probably could get a lot of bipartisan support at this point. Particularly the one, there's particularly some about vendor contracts and campaign donations. There's also some others about campaign finance fines and whether or not they should be paid by the candidate.
Yeah, that's section 2 of this bill. Got a cheat sheet here. It says that hold candidates personally liable for campaign finance violation. Is that as straightforward as it appears? Well,
I think it's a direct, first of all, I think it's a direct response to what happened with former Governor Mike Easley, where he was fined, I believe, $100,000 by the State Board of Elections in late 2009. And the campaign basically ran out of money, mostly from paying attorney's fees. And that it appears that most of that fine will never get paid. So there's a feeling that if people were directly responsible for these fines out of their own pockets, and maybe people would think twice before potentially violating the law.
Is this bill, could you classify it as distinctly partisan at this point? Will it go down as a party line vote in your expectation from what you're seeing and what you're hearing?
Well, I don't want to prognosticate, but when you hear the Democrats being very passionate about about saying we don't need photo identification, there's no widespread fraud, and of course the many people in the black community who still feel like that this may be a remnant or make them feel like it may have a chilling effect on their ability to vote. I think it appears that it's moving down a path that may be partisan.
Those of us down here following this bill, every week seems to be the week where the House is going to vote on this, or at least that House Election Laws Committee. What's the timetable?
I don't really know, but you and I were both in a committee this past week, and it seemed to be very slow. I think there's a sense of being methodical here, because Speaker Tillis says he wants to get this right. He wants to bring on as many people as he can, but again, it's going to be I think in many ways it's going to be a hard sell to some people, and so it may take a while to bring this out of committee.
Gary Robertson, appreciate it.
Thank you.